to go kayaking tomorrow, so I'm making a quick check of my kit box because I have not been kayaking in over 5 years. So I'm making a quick check that I have everything that I need. Okay, everything that's required for attaching the kayak to the car, all the ropes to hold it onto the roof, plus some other ropes to use in case I want to tie up anywhere. Life jackets in good condition, and it's got its whistle. Okay, here we have shoes. Always have those because you never know what type of rocky shore. Yes, my homemade bailer in case I need to bail out. Dry bag, I don't think I'll need that. And a knapsack, just in case I want to come out and hike a little bit. You never know what I might find. Got to get the water bottle and put that in. All loaded up and ready to go. Time to head out. This bay has several names depending upon who is speaking. Some persons refer to it as Anchorage Bay, others call it Harts Cut Bay. However, the name found on maps is St. Peter's Bay. This morning I will use my kayak to paddle around the bay. Being a relatively sheltered bay, it should be a very easy paddle. As I go around the bay, I'll share some of the historic parts of the bay. I have been looking forward to being able to just get up on a morning and go kayaking. Now that I'm a few months into my retirement, I'm able to do that. So this morning I headed to the water. The area we are looking at was the site of a channel called Harts Cut. It derives its name from Daniel Hart, who in 1856 cut a narrow channel through the neck of Point Good to allow small boats to pass from Anchorage to Chaguaramas Bay. Daniel Hart was superintendent of Carrera Island Prison, and he used prisoners to dig a channel 2,000 feet long by 15 feet wide by 4 feet deep. In those days, when you were sentenced to hard labor, they meant it. At high tide, it allowed fishermen in their pirogues to go through the Point Good Isthmus rather than having to spend an hour of hard rowing to get around it. In 1908, a steel walkway was constructed over the canal to allow pedestrians to cross from one side to the other. The use of the canal ended for good in 1941 when the American Army base was constructed in Chaguaramas, with the villagers of the base being evicted and relocated to Anchorage. The Americans did not allow people to freely enter the base area, so they could not use the canal. In 1966, the canal was filled in, and we have the solid land that is now seen. Now we're going past the location that has come to simply be called Anchorage, and which causes some people to call this bay Anchorage Bay. This entertainment venue has been in existence for over 35 years. Starting as a restaurant, then transforming into a party site, it has been extended and enhanced and is now a full-fledged events venue. The Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard maintains a base within this bay, which they call Harts Cut Base. This base was inherited from the US Navy, who had occupied all the Chaguaramas Peninsula during World War II. Some people maintain that the US Navy used this as a submarine base during the war because the deep water allowed submarines to enter the base while underwater and only surfacing when they were in the submarine pens. I have not been able to find information to support this belief. Instead, everything that I have found suggests that this was a US Navy small boats docking area. Judging from the condition of the boats, it seems that the Coast Guard is using this base primarily as a storage area. The southern side of the bay is essentially coral cliffs. In the past, I've seen marine iguanas diving into the water from these cliffs, and once I was lucky to see a troop of capuchin monkeys along here. In turning to head back into the bay, there's a slight current flowing out, but nothing that is hard to overcome. As you go across the bay, there's a lovely view of Port of Spain. Unfortunately, so early in the morning, we are looking into the sun, and so the camera doesn't show it clearly. This bay is the location of the Trinidad and Tobago Yachting Association. Yacht racing has a long history in Trinidad, with records of racing beginning from 1870 in San Fernando. In 1950, a formal association called the Trinidad Yacht Racing Association was created. In 1972, the Trinidad Yachting Association established its new headquarters at Chaguaramas in this bay. In 1975, the association was incorporated by an Act of Parliament as a non-profit sporting organization called the Trinidad and Tobago Yachting Association. There are always several yachts at anchor in this bay, with most being owned by Trinidad nationals, but some are owned by foreigners who leave their yachts here to avoid the hurricane season in other Caribbean islands. If you like the content, please share this video. This bay is often used as a launching point by persons with small boats and jet skis. It's very easy to drive off the road with a trailer and launch the boat or jet ski into the water. Also, there's no fee for launching your boat here. The bay is also a popular location for fishing. Although I cannot speak about the quality of the catch, having once spent half a night here with some friends and we only caught one fish. In addition, many people come here to bathe and swim, although the seafloor is rocky. Well, it's actually very nice this morning being out here, floating among all these yachts, exercising the arms, enjoying the water in my kayak. More than 5 years since I put this kayak in the water. So it's a very enjoyable morning to be able to do this, especially given all the rain yesterday. Today we have, well, reasonably clear skies. A nice morning. If you'd like to learn more about kayaking in Trinidad and Tobago, I have placed links in the video description to 2 of my websites that have information on kayaking locations in both islands. For other outdoor activities in Trinidad, visit the trinoutdoors.com website.